If that song does not win. Oh, I'm getting chills. Is there anything this woman can't do? Kia ora and welcome. My name is ZoeStibi and I am your vocal coach for today. No introductions are needed for Justyna with GAJA from Poland, Eurovision 2025. I have not seen this performance yet. I am so excited. It comes massively recommended. Let's just get to it. See what she's up to with her vocal technique. She wrote the song. Yay, I love it.
Ranisz moje serce ty, który moją miłość masz za nic. Naznaczyłeś słowo mnie, obudziłeś w samotności krzyk. Moje imię.
I'm already loving it with the dances and the, oh my goodness me. Okay. So we've got this. Obviously, I don't speak Polish, and I'm assuming that's what she's speaking. Apologies for my ignorance. We've got this like chest voice sound, thicker vocal folds with like a little bit of echo. And that's why, you know, it's really good if you keep your mouth quite closed in that instance so that we're not over opening and not kind of like, we got a little bit of back pressure to help the vocal folds close there. Let's just watch that again.
Ranisz moje serce ty, który moją miłość masz za nic. Naznaczyłeś słowo mnie, obudziłeś w samotności krzyk.
It's almost like a little bit of, almost a little bit nasal, which is caused by the soft palate actually, which is like the door to the nose coming down slightly. It's a really great way actually if you want to add a sort of a bit of, what's a coloring technique that you can use as well, but it's also a part of a lot of languages as well that we have slightly nasalized consonants and vowels as well. Happens in, for example, French and Portuguese as well. So I'm assuming it's in Polish.
Masz za nic, naznaczyłeś słowo mnie, obudziłeś w samotności krzyk. Moje imię GAJA, jestem Bogiem, siłą moją, matką miłość. Kiedy płaczę to we łzach, to nie świat, tule w swych ramionach zaginiony.
I gotta find out what the song means. Okay, so she's talking about my name is GAJA, I'm a god, power, mother is love. Okay, so I'm really, really loving these really powerful lyrics, and that's so shown in the way, you know, water, fire, lightning. We've got all of these powerful kind of earthly things, and the way she she did like a cry in there. Now that is what I would really consider a chest voice sound, thicker vocal folds. But we talk a little bit in singing about this idea of like, this is a primal kind of sound that we can't really disassociate from the feelings involved of that cry that ends up happening. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's just go back on that, because I really like when she goes into this higher section, it goes into a slightly thinner vocal fold.
Obudziłeś w samotności krzyk. Moje imię GAJA, jestem Bogiem, siłą moją.
Okay, so that's where she's saying my name is GAJA. Okay, so go, I don't obviously speak Polish. She's got that like cry going, we're going into probably what I would call a little bit of a mix. Now, I'm saying probably is because some people could, I suppose, call this a chest voice sound taken further up in the range, but we have definitely got more of that sung quality come out, as if you're calling out to someone across the way and you're a little bit more upset about. And that's the perfect way for us to actually get higher in the range in our chest voice, and that's something I do go into in my free singing lesson available in the description below, where I talk all about how you can develop that lower chest voice register so you can end up singing songs like this.
Jestem Bogiem, siłą moją, matką miłość. Kiedy płaczę to we łzach, to nie świat, tule w swych ramionach zaginiony.
So we're going to get into that long held note. You can say here. She kind of she didn't move the mouth shape for that. That's really look, this woman, I don't know anything about Justyna, but you can already tell she's, you know, been professional for a very long time. Beautiful stability in the sound, stage presence, everything is like on point. So you know she's been doing this for a long time. And you can hear all those vowels kind of came out of one particular place. We weren't going, GAJA. We weren't breaking up the sound. And this is a little bit about the idea of phrasing within singing, but it does help you to hold on to that vocal cord. And she actually she didn't come, she didn't darken that sound, because if we sometimes want to stay, not sometimes, if we want to stay, you know, for the next phrase as well, in that upper chest voice sound, we don't want to allow the larynx to fall down. Otherwise, it's going to kind of sound like you're in two different voices. So she had low volume, and kept the larynx high in that section. Kiedy płaczę to we łzach, to nie świat, tule w swych ramionach zaginiony. Oh yes. Okay, so that is so, I mean, like, honestly, doing that backward movement there, that's hard enough for anybody, let alone singing at the same time. You feel a real pulling coming in your abs to keep yourself stable. So that, I mean, she's practiced that a lot. As I say, ultimate professional, really freaking hard. So when she landed on a note, now this is what we call like park and bark, not meaning to be disrespectful to Justyna, but this is what we call when you're sort of like just sitting on a note. It's quite a heavy note. There doesn't need to be a lot of, well, there's no movement on that. GAJA! It's like you're calling out to someone, and that way you can really keep the vocal folds quite thick for that longer period of time. And that means that we can hold the note for a really, really, really long period of time, because there's not a lot of airflow actually needed for that.
Jestem stwórcą Twego ja, duszy zgubą, Twoim ocaleniem, krwiobiegu płynie czas. Święta woda zmywa przeznaczenie. They call me God.
Oh, I'm getting chills. I am getting chills. What a wonderful performance, and like so simple in the staging with just 4 dancers, no schnick-schnack going on behind it. Obviously, there's a lot of schnick-schnack going on in those beautiful screens and everything like that, but just so, you know, straight down the camera, showing that power. Absolutely beautiful. And you can again, I don't speak Polish, but you've got these nasalized sounds coming in there, which again kind of like, it really adds to the song. Now you oh, and I love that you can hear that, and again, I don't speak Polish, but you've got those slightly nasalized sounds coming in there where the velum has just dropped down and allowing that sound to come through the nose, which we don't really like care about in terms of the sing. We obviously want them, otherwise it doesn't really sound correct, right? If you were saying in French and not use nasalized vowels and consonants, it would sound very odd. So I don't really know how that would sound if you weren't to nasalize it, but not everything has to be like perfectly non-nasalized. It's very dependent on like what you want as a singer. Święta woda zmywa przeznaczenie. They call me God. I'm the love of the light of all imagined. The earth draws as it waters me cry. I behold. So you can hear this. She's going, they call me God. And that immediately sounds a little bit louder because as we start to open up onto those GAJA, she's gone for an open vowel, that immediately, you know, we open up the mouth, we get a great kind of like backward effect of being able to really thicken up the vocal folds. And then she's gone a little bit, I don't know where she is actually. And then when she goes into that slightly more speaky bit, we're thinning the vocal folds as well a little bit. That's not only because of the vowel shape, but obviously, as I said before, if you're really sticking on those loud, yelly, belty notes, it's very, very hard to move around with the melody. Okay, she's actually only on the A for the GAJA. Actually on the G, B flat, A, which is really, really great for working on that chest voice sound. We're not too high. And it's nothing to do with like how high you can sing, really. It's the beauty of the sound that we're looking for and how well it sits in your voice. Is there anything this woman can't do? She can sing, she can play the violin, and now she's about to fly. Oh my goodness me. No wonder this has so many views. Wow, what a wonderful performance. So, like, I don't care how much more stable your voice is when you're going, I mean, that's a really great stable place to go from. But she was turning on the spot. As your breath rate increases, that makes it very, very hard for you to hold on to the breath. So this is absolutely perfect. Really, really lovely stability going on there. You saw that she was holding her arms. I mean, that was part of the dance, but that can also help facilitate to take those larger muscles of the back down in order to stabilize that sound as she's turning around. That is actually a course that I have available in the Vocal Academy, which is my online singing school, where I teach you about the different parts of the physiology of the vocal technique. So check out the link in the description below if you're interested in learning more about the Vocal Academy. Let's watch this section. Wow. Say what? Wow. Wow. She was singing up there as she was holding on. I challenge you people to go out and go and hang and try and sing. Because like it's fucking hard enough to not focus on the fact that it really hurts to hang. Wow. Oh my goodness me. She was well up there, and I love that, you know, that last note kind of went a bit haywire, but it worked so well because it turned into that sort of like dragon roar. You know, really, really cool. That's also really, really hard. But we're up in this really. Whoa. So you notice there she's breathing into the top part of the ribs. Whatever she's singing there, well into the head voice there without any breath. Because if we were blowing breath, honestly, I actually genuinely don't think she could blow breath without really going out of tune at this moment, because that's hard work. Watch this breathing.
Dziękuję Polacy, pozdrawiam wszystkich na całym świecie.
If that song does not win, I think there's something wrong in the world. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Wow, what a performance. How can you go further from there? Oh, wow. I'm just speechless. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win. Because, I mean, I tell you, it's going to be that one. I mean, I've always been wrong up until this point. Wow. Wow. You saw there at the very end, she went, GAJA! And I know I said before it was a higher... It's the A4, which is a really lovely note to really practice this belt stuff on. This is what we would call yell belt, or as I said, a chest voice taken higher up. We've got very thick vocal folds. There's no sort of like twang coming into that sound, no sort of narrowing. That's actually relatively difficult. But we're noticing a kind of like almost a I don't want to say triangle shape, but she's got lovely raised cheeks in this, which, I mean, look, this is just technique pure. It's beautiful. Watch his face. Holy macaroni. Oh my God. Wow. I'm going to have to watch that again because I just feel like that was just so much at once. Really has made me want to go and work out because like that was kick ass. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So we're all below par now. If Justyna's just really set the bar for singing, I'm giving up because like I can't hang and sing at the same time. Maybe upside down. With my feet at the top rather than like holding on. No, I don't know if I could. I've never tried actually, so I can't say that I can't. Anyway, wow, amazing, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful technique. We also heard that she went there into the more spoken part, as I said. She's made it a little bit quieter. You just kind of have to do that, otherwise you're not able to really move on those yell, belty sort of sounds. Belt is a bit of a finesse. We have different colors and different types of belt. So if you are looking to learn to belt, though, you must have a really stable chest voice sound. And you've really got to get feedback on your progress and making sure that you're actually not hurting yourself, not scratching and catching, and making sure that you're not doing any damage while you're doing it. So check out my free lesson in the description below, and you can actually send me in your practice and I will give you feedback so that you can continue to work on your chest voice. Yes, I do respond to all of your emails. So I look forward to hearing from you. I don't even know what to say. That was very beautiful, beautiful performance. I can't wait to see the rest of it and to catch the finals. Check out some more Eurovision up here, and I'll see you around next time. Just remember, anyone can learn to sing. Honestly, it's all about just making sure you get enough feedback so that you're not just singing into a void and you're actually getting someone like myself or another teacher at the Vocal Academy to say to you, yes, that's exactly right, or no, please don't continue down that road. So check out the link in the description below for my online singing school, the Vocal Academy, if you're interested in really taking your vocal technique to the next level through group coaching and weekly one-to-one singing lessons. Have an awesome rest of your day and happy singing. Ka kite anō.